My Van and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arachir Galadurthan, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. Welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the High Elves. It has been about a week and a day or something since a Divide and Conquer video has been on the channel, as there was the two Dark Crusade and the Warhammer video. And as you will note, the cursor has returned properly. I mentioned this in the Warhammer videos, but Nvidia has now actually fixed the cursor, and I no longer have to use a sort of horrible fix. It wasn't a fix, it was some horrible attempted fix to get it to work. It now works for us without anything. So look at the cursor back. So in light of that, I'm going to do a developer diary this week alongside the lore video, which is going to come out tomorrow. I am also now back from Wales. I don't know how to speak Welsh, but I know that croeso means welcome, but I've absolutely butchered the pronunciation of that. I should have said that rather than my Gavan and Rinish. Anyway, we're playing as the High Elves, and just to familiarise myself, because it's been about 2 weeks since I actually last played this, we are attacking Ost-in-Edhil. High Lord Elrond the Bastion is taking down that for us. And in the west, Círdan is moving out to stop Captain Eregion, who is currently costing Mithlond an absolute arm and a leg. The corruption, where we're going income. Devastation, 230. That's ridiculous. So he should fall.
Be gone.
We're going to take him down using Círdan's superior might, and then we've got a little fleet there. I can't remember why I built that. I think because I could ferry troops around the haven faster. We've got an army somewhere else as well, haven't we? Yes, Tharbad fell, and we have moved on Argon. Tharbad will almost certainly go back to Dunland, but we're not too worried about that. Speaking of Tharbad, it won't matter in the next versions because Tharbad's going to be changed anyway, but the bug that affected my version was actually fixed in a hotfix, and unfortunately through some haste on my part, that hotfix is not in our Dropbox build and is instead released as an actual download, which is going to cause a lot of problems when version 4 rolls around. And I'm going to have to try make sure that I remember to actually include the hotfix. I'm going to have to download it like a user such as yourselves. But that's why Tharbad didn't work. It works in all of your games if you downloaded the hotfix, which is currently linked in Discord, I believe. I'm fairly certain it's Discord. In the Discuss Games or in the DaC General channel, one of those two, the pinned messages has a hotfix which you can download and install into your games, and it will fix various bugs. I thought that hotfix's files were in Dropbox, but they are not, which is bizarre because the fixes for those hotfixes... no, but then the Tharbad... Ignore me, I'm going down a tangent and I've not explained where I started. So that's all irrelevant. There are various changes coming to various factions in the next version of Divide and Conquer, but we are very much getting to a stage now where new things are becoming rarer and polish is becoming more common. Gildor's Respite Leatherworker, and still hates us. Buzzradum, we built a Hall of Song, and it likes us a little bit more. Oh look, Steam has finished downloading Spellforce 3. Thank you, Steam, that's very important to know. Those are our only buildings. We are about to take on Eregion then, and what should we do with Ost-in-Edhil? 6 turns, loads of trash,
Elves.
our elite force, and the Gobbos very much out of the game. And Enedwaith have come through. Where's our
Your orders.
Diplo over in Lothlorien? Do we have a mission for you at the moment? Cameth Bryn, and we get a load of money. We spoke to Lorien last time, didn't we? And they gave us, or we sold our map information probably, but we've got 4,879. Alona Rod doesn't like us either, but it'll come round. Otherwise, we are fairly secure and safe now. You've all seen the Imladris battle map now, haven't you? So we're not too concerned about fighting there either. I think I will siege that out a few more turns, but then we will attack there. Dunland have just got their behinds handed to them by Enedwaith. That army was almost a full banner a moment ago. So Lynathion might not die. Success. Sweet, sweet success. But speaking of death,
By the light of Elbereth.
Eregion is calling for it. He's got a fair amount of mid to average to Angmarim forces. Círdan himself, of course, is a machine of war.
Put an end to this
Now, as this is a return from my Wales holiday, and now I'm back to just recording when the videos actually go up, it would be prudent to discuss a little bit of the plan for the channel going forward. And some of you may well have noticed, of course, the lack of Skyrim videos recently, as I replaced them very much with the... Oh, I changed my Control A. Yes, I did. There it is. I replaced them with the Warhammer videos, but I will do one final sort of farewell video for Skyrim. Skyrim and Dark Crusade, we attacked them, didn't we? So let's just walk towards them. Skyrim and the Dark Crusade videos are always just a stopover. They were just to have something else to go on the channel, because I like to have 4 videos a week. And they were things that I enjoyed doing, but I thoroughly enjoy the Warhammer videos, and I believe the Warhammer videos are A, more popular, and B, far more linked to my actual content. So I will do a farewell Skyrim video, and I will probably play the remaining headquarters battles for Dark Crusade. But they'll never be sort of mainstays on the channel, if you will. The problem with Skyrim is I enjoy it too much as a player, but I don't enjoy as much it as to call myself a streamer would be lying, really, but it's the closest term I can think of, so I'm going to go with it. But I will do a farewell video, as I say. Oh, nice javelin kills. And again, hit them again. Down they go. Oh, they're throwing their own javelins. Oh, look at this man riding a warg. Oh, he's rather bloodied. That reminded me of Thief. The old school Thief games. Oh, and he stands alone. Are you their general as well? Oh, you are, you absolute moron. Right, cease this. Cease. Stop.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
He's gone.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Move forward. Move forward. I don't want you wasting your javelins against just any old schmuck. Right, if you can throw them again now. Angmarine infantry. Hit those infantry. Come on, point blank. Oh, you've gone for the wrong one. Nice. Half your javelins to go, though. Right, now it's just a case of metal, elven steel, and supremacy. Oh, I tell you what else I don't think will work. If I do that... Oh, yes, it totally does. Nice. My macro key still works. Oh, down he goes. The men of Angmar are no match for the mighty steel and solid bravery of the Elves of Lindon. It's just nice looking at the carnage sometimes, isn't it? Anyway, let's speed this up. It's just going to be a melee slog, but we'll win it, so... Power of the Eldar is active. They're routing.
Lost half their men.
Círdan leading the charge. If you die, Círdan, I will not be best pleased. You really shouldn't be leading the charge. I know I'm saying that as a
the enemy army
positive.
leaves the field. Pursue and run them down.
Capture just a few more at least. Oh no, they're doing a stupid penalty.
This is a clear
114, 872, 284 Lindar Mariners. Well done, men. Well done. Some changes are coming to the... Oh, I don't think I muted my phone. Hang on. I don't want you... that blaring at you. Oh, no, I did. I did, everyone. Don't worry. Some changes are coming to the Ardenayim, which some of you will not be best pleased with, and others will absolutely love. And chief amongst those changes is a little bit of a shake-up to their ranged options. And chief amongst those changes is that the Bruthiel's Rangers are going to be given flaming crossbows. So they will no longer have bows. They will instead have very good crossbows. They will then arguably be up there in the top 5 crossbow units in the game. And they will be given Rune's special fire arrow because of... I want to say reasons, but the suggestion put forth... let's end the turn. The suggestion put forth by one of our beta testers, Orc Lover, was that they would use fire, and because they are a predominantly naval nation, and of course fire arrows are very good against naval vessels. They set the ships on fire. They might catch the Well, we're not in a time of gunpowder, so that's irrelevant, but they set the ships on fire, they cause fear and panic and whatnot, and they're also heavily unrealistic. But we're going for it, is basically the moral of the story. We're going to give fire arrows to the crossbow-wielding Baruthiel's rangers. Right, we've been attacked by Dunland. Captain Gaelic is coming at us with nothing really of note. Nothing particularly to fear in that. No armor piercing, no high javelin kills, nothing like that. And then General Gaelic is coming with Dunhead champions, but there's only 13 of them, so that's not really a problem. No real threat from him. And then General Gaelic number 2 has got absolutely nothing. But we should fear these fellows, because of the second line down, where you can see my mouse cursor. Effective against armor. Spelled correctly. And both of General Gaelic 1 and 2 will have those armor-piercing weapons. Unfortunately, Wuftana's not joining us because it's a night battle. We are severely outnumbered, but we're better than them. And so sometimes these things go in your favour.
You must not be allowed to triumph this day!
With determination, grit, and overwhelming superiority in terms of force of arms, we'll win this day. But we are absolutely surrounded, so I don't think we're being attacked from the one from the town. We're being attacked from our top right. The town is coming in on the side, and the other reinforcement is coming in on the southern side. So ideally we want to retreat to this hill here, which we will do. At least that'll give us a focal point.
The enemy are bringing in
Ta-da!
reinforcements.
As expected. Right, they're coming over there. Just get everyone walking for now. Come out of that so I can get you to run in a second. You and you form a nice thin line. You're strong enough. You can do it. We get the archers close in behind you. Javelins go close behind there and do the same thing. No, javelins come on that flank because you can still throw your javelins and cover. And then you and you go on the right-hand side. Oh, that's interesting. Why is it jumping us back to there? That makes absolutely no sense. Looks pretty cinematic though, doesn't it? The Elves march. Linden prepares. In the heart of Enedwaith. Oh, we're not really in the heart of Enedwaith, are we? We're in Minhiriath at the moment. But anyway, our army assembles. Now, Control A is what I want you all to do, and I'd like you to run. We'll speed it up, as the enemy will probably come together to form one giant army, and then we'll deal with them in turn. I would like the archers to start in front of the line, but because of how absolutely garbage they are at moving once you've told them to fire at something, I'm just going to leave them where they are. But the enemy is forming together to fight in one large clump. They're all moving into the middle down there. So form a bit of a thinner line. Elves of Mithlon. Get the general to flank. Keep it at ×6 because the enemy is now running at us. Bugger. Move like that. We're not actually going to get flanked on that side. The archers have done a good job of shutting down those horsemen before they actually hit us, but there are only 14 of them, so it doesn't really matter too much. Did they kill any? We had 83, and we lost 1. Not really your day, Dunland, is it? Sorry, old friends. You're not my friends, I don't know why I just said that. Right, Elves, get into position, come quickly.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Oh, don't waste your javelins on him. There we are. If they're going to come piecemeal at us, this will be a doddle. Right, curl around. You move over there. New plan. Charge. Hit them. Right, I don't think this is one of the generals. No, it is not. So we're not too concerned
If we
yet.
continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
But you guys hit those mercs because they... Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Effective against armor. There they are. A unit that is to be feared. Bring them down. They're not really doing a very good job of bringing them down, are they? Right, flank around, come out of defense. Charge those, you charge those, you are going to come in and hit those. The reinforcements are still far away, so we're not too concerned yet. Ah, there's their captain, a pikeman unit. Keep up the fire on the mercs, come on. We're going to have to flank the mercs, aren't we? But the entire army is routing, so we can flank with everything we've got.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Go on, javelins into the side first. Now charge them. Charge them and break them. You can surround those pikes, bring those down. And they're on the mercs. Perfect. No one on defensive mode anymore.
Slain the enemy general.
Yeah, the
Without
enemy
him,
captain's
will
gone.
lose their will to fight.
Archers, cease fire, cease fire. Come over here. Don't let them get
The
away,
enemy
come on.
army flees the field.
Nice.
Pursue and run them down.
Right. Now form a line. You guys come out of that so you can run. Chieftain's bodyguard, go. I should imagine they'll be lining up to take on our general. So we'll offer him up as bait. Ah, no, they're curling around. Charge them. Archers, are you still keeping up the fire? Yes, he's exposed.
The battle is very much in our favour.
Cease fire.
Victory will be ours.
Come over here. Now remember, Chieftain's Bodyguard are armor piercing, so we've sent in comparatively lightly armored units. They've got a 6, they've got a 7, but compared with our Mythalon Nobles of 20, of course, our General has 18. The Lindar Guards and the Archers could also have gone in, but basically we're just trying to keep them away from our 2 best units, which are fighting over here. And when our archers are in position, they are going to come for that bodyguard, because nothing in that army is fearful.
Bloodied. They have lost half their men.
But those bodyguard will go down shortly. Although the clan axemen are doing well against our nobles. That's disappointing. Alright, go for those. There's hardly any chieftain's bodyguards, so... Although you can target them now, so go for it. There's only 9 of those left. You've been attacked in the back. Turn and face. General. Pull out, you're needed. Spears, pull out. Run over there. Run over there. Send in the archers against them. You hit the Dunher champions who are throwing javelins at us.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
45 of you, come round on the flank. The enemy general is dead. We'll keep the archers in reserve. Blow the horn.
Only half the enemy force remains.
I think we have utterly smashed them. Is that their general over there? Yes, it is. Send the pikes. Keep him at arm's length. Pikes are always very good in a pinch. Everyone else get ready to flank. Running, 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 running. We're in position. Turn everything off. Let's make it a bit cinematic. And watch as the enemy general goes down.
Our men have
There he
slain
is.
their
Oh,
leader.
one to the gut.
Without him, his troops will lose their will. The enemy
And
army
they
flees
all
the field.
fall.
Pursue and run. Awed by the victory
89
we have
elves
won
paid
here
with their blood today. And nearly 1,000 of the Dunlending fools fell. 303 kills went to the Mithlon nobles. Someone only getting 40 there. I didn't check who that was. We need to give them a stern talking to. 40 kills? They might as well have not even bothered turning up. Very disappointing. Ah, speaking of Theoden, the mod that we are... the modder, sorry, skilled, talented, and very generous modder who has come forth and offered us some amazing models for Divide and Conquer is called Theoden. Theo is how he shortens it and goes by, and it is indeed called The Blood of Numenor is the mod. And I will link it. It's on Mod DB, so you can go and have a look at the visuals. I will link it in the description of this video. So you can go and see some of the units that may or may not be coming over to Divide and Conquer, courtesy of Theoden at The Blood of Numenor. And some of the models are absolutely smashing. And, part of the family. Yes, welcome, friend. Argon gets Bladesmith. Some of the models, all of the models are amazing, and some of them I think have just really tipped that over the scale over into fan smashing. And what I mean, of course, is fantastic, absolutely smashing, fan smashing. Many of them are hopefully coming over to Divide and Conquer in the near future. Shall we get a ship right? Let's play the fun game of how much will it improve our nation? Not at all. The shipwright does very little, in fact. It gives one extra trading fleet. But the farm doing an awful lot more. Although the devastation rises when the farm rises. That's disappointing. Extra 70 odd. And the trade goes up by about 100. That's actually not too bad, is it? And we've got the money, so why not? Have you got all of the builders' halls here? Yes, the guild house is the highest, 35%. Perfect. We'll go with the farm then, please. Next, Imladris built a leather worker. Get a council hall. Let's get the tippity top for Imladris. That was Harlond we were in, weren't we? Anon and Arod did build that studio, but still dislikes us because we're heavily elven and the cultural unrest is unreal. 10% fear keeping them in line at the moment. Do you give a law bonus? 10%. So we can get a 10% law bonus, but we lose a bit of income from the settlement, and it costs 2,000 gold coins, and we're never going to be attacked there, realistically speaking. That gives a 5%. Let's go with the Hall of Song. Get free upkeep in time as well. Tharbad also building the studio. Go with a second studio for Tharbad. Dunland are coming. Don't actually go for anything. Save our money. We're going to lose Tharbad. The temptation to sell it is so very strong within me at the moment, but I know many people absolutely hate that, so I won't do it. We'll try and hold Argond instead, and we can come back and get Tharbad later. I'll auto-resolve if we're ever attacked in Tharbad. High Lord Elrond stands ready. Círdan, merge what you've got. Head back to Mithlond. The Angmar are coming again. They fancy another beating, so it would seem. Well, we'll give it to them. Oh, that turns off all of those. Oh, that's wrong. There it is. Financial overview. 6,000-ish gold coins. That's not bad, is it?
I will only address
what to do in Argon, though, because there's absolutely nothing stopping Enedwaith declaring war on us now and just attacking us in there. We can't really get locked down. I think we are absolutely going to lose Tharbad, so that's a waste of even just 16. So get the scouts out. We know that Dunland have lands to the north, the Downs particularly, and Cardland proper. That needs to be renamed, which is Minhirith, which is about here-ish. But Enedwaith have everything else. Now, Enedwaith, unfortunately, we can't ally with because they've declared war on Bree and sealed their fate. I don't know if you remember the Toggle Fog of War we did in the last episode. Enedwaith are now at war with Bree, Dunland, and Isengard, which means they are not long for this world. Speaking of not long for this world, the bloody orcs are coming back. Have you not had enough killing, you foolish goblins? And Gondor's just whistled by, and in anticipation of the lore video for tomorrow, I'm actually quite excited about tomorrow's lore video because I had a thoroughly enjoyable experience researching the episode, although it's going to be so out of whack.
Stay in the trees.
I was reading different books and snippets of different books and whatnot, gathering the information for tomorrow's lore video, and overall it took about 3.5 hours, and the video is going to be about 30 minutes. But it was enjoyable to read about, and it is Minas Tirith. The whole video tomorrow is going to be about Minas Tirith, because I've decided to stop doing videos on topics I've already covered. Even though the quality of the previous lore videos is sometimes a little lacking, and is often there are points where I am incorrect, I don't think it's worth redoing them altogether. Where on earth has this Husklick's army just come from? Oh, he is the one trapped in Ost-in-Edhil, of course. So Makarolg has come, and he thinks he's going to help. You're so dead. Very well. To end the next High Elf episode, then, we will smash these Goblin forces. Makarolg coming from our northeast, better term. And then the garrison coming from directly behind us. We don't really want to use any of our archers until need be, so the cavalry is going to deal with this. Our army is going to prepare and turn around, basically. Right, you guys go together. Shift 1. Don't run away. Defensive mode. Stand there and shoot at everything you can. Ground forces. Just sort of stand in front of them. You go at the very back. Elrond, you're going to go on the corner. Now, what you are not going to do is select all of our missile forces. Don't shoot. You come over there. And then, as I say, the cavalry alone are going to deal with the fools coming from behind us. We will use both types, though.
The enemy have brought up more men.
So, oh, wrong button. I just pressed the Windows key. In we go. Right, the reinforcements will arrive when they arrive, and then you will unleash hell upon them. Every elven arrow must find its mark. And in the meantime, our cavalry stands prepared. The ground shakes as the thunder of elven hoof presses in on the goblin skull.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Oh, goblins, you're so pathetically awful. I would absolutely hate to play as the goblins, and it is arguably a large part of the reason why the goblins have had very little changes throughout the mod's lifespan. Because Hummingbird and I are now the longest standing modders for Divide and Conquer. I think ever, actually. I don't think any previous modder has been working on DaC as long as we now have. And neither of us particularly like playing orc factions, so they don't get changed that much. We go on what the beta testers and people like that have to say about these factions.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
But then that's why you have testers, isn't it? Even if we wanted to test these factions, we can't be in 26 factions at once and play them all to 100 turns, because we just don't have that kind of time.
Badly bloodied.
So
they have lost half their men.
That's where the beta testers stand in. Oh, they're running away. Cowards. Twin... Whichever twin this is excellent in melee, so we shall charge in with the melee, which gives a good grounding, and down they all go. We still can't tell these guys to shoot yet, because they'll shoot these ones on the back.
Foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Right, you go for those goblin infantry, you go for those. Eladan or Elra here. We need to think of a name that covers both twins. We can just call him Twin, can't we, actually? Twin! You head south. Alright, riders have caught everything. And there we are. Right, now, you are all now free to fire at will. As soon as anything gets in range, bring it down. Oh, they've wigged out. They don't even have a unit stuck off map. I'll tell you what this is. Sometimes I think the AI has an absolutely fantastic ability of, to use a common phrase, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. And what I mean by that is sometimes I feel like the AI attacks you with a certain army, which calls in a secondary army, even though the AI does not actually want that secondary army in the battle. And I think this is one of those occasions. They haven't actually wigged out because all of their units are on the field. But they just don't want to move forward. But we can't just sit here and do nothing. So we're going to charge them. So, for now, just everyone come over here. We'll maintain a bit of height, keep with the contours. We don't want to be walking up the steepest bit, so we'll come at them from this western side. Oh, and now you move. Oh, how I hate thee. Right, everyone back into positions. Can't see the markers on the floor at all. Unfortunately, our hidden units have been revealed. Very disappointing indeed. Ready your mounts. You come on that flank. That's every unit accounted for, isn't it? Yep. Right, we're all back into positions. And, of course, they've stopped. Right, we'll group everyone up. Get into positions. We'll group you all as a whole. Just move you as one large army. They aren't coming for us, so... Oh, also, if I don't know how many might be, but if there are any South African viewers watching, many congratulations for your victory yesterday. I watched the game up until the second try, and then we left because we were driving home from Wales at the time, of course. We were rather hoping, given that we were in Wales, for an England-Wales final, but of course you beat Wales and then you beat England, so... Many congratulations indeed to any of you who are South African and particularly enjoy rugby. Right, we're under attack. Let's come out of time 6. Cut across there, stop them hitting our troops. You guys are not firing at will. Oh, please don't tell me.
This, we will smash the
Oh dear, we've had a mare. None of them are firing at will. Whoops. Oh well, so we lost a little bit of punching power there, and we're definitely going to lose some elves because of it, and that's alright. Everyone will be alright on that side. What did you just charge into? Oh, bodyguards, dear oh dear. Send our general against them. Riders up the line, we have to make the best of this now. I'm talking about South Africa beating England, and now I'm not paying attention. Twin, charge in! They have got a lot of archers, and they are shooting them all at us. How are they not? Why were they not on fire? When did I turn them off and not turn them back on? Disappointing. No, you charge into the back of those. You come over here. Fire, for goodness sake, fire!
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Yes, the charge worked.
His troops will lose their will to fight.
You guys, back of that goblin band. You guys, hit those archers over there. Keep up the fire. Nice. And it's over, even though we made a mess up. It doesn't really matter, unfortunately, if we mess up here in the east, because the goblins just do not have enough left to actually beat us. They are utterly ruined, and it is just a matter of time until the goblins fall. But it's Isengard that's the real threat. Isengard has the strength to hold off the High Elves at full whack, and we are going to have to call troops in from Linden, I think, to stop the forces of Isengard when we get to them. I don't really know what's still fighting us, if I'm honest. Most forces of the enemy are now dead, or dying. Oh, you're fighting apparently. Oh no, you're running someone off the map. Send them to get them. You're riding someone off the map. So who's still fighting? Oh, those archers and skirmishers and things there. Who have broken, and it's over. Let's just end it. 73 elves died. Even though we made that catastrophic blunder, we still killed nearly 1,700. With the highest kills going to the Amanyar Riders. No surprises there. They took down, of course, they took down all those units at the start, didn't they? Absolutely smashing victory, and a lovely way to round out this episode. So tomorrow there will be a lore episode, then there will probably be another high elf episode, or will there actually? Maybe, yeah. And then there'll be a developer diary. So that's the outlook for... Oh, and then probably another High Elf video, because this High Elf video is technically going at the end of last week. My weeks for YouTube, if you are ever interested, begin on a Monday and end on a Sunday. So that's what I consider a week. That's what I consider a week in life in general. That's why they are that way. Kill them all.
We've defeated their wretched armies. Enter it.
Ost-in-Edhil, we've made it. We've made it! We should get a little pop-up message or something now, actually. Did I do a pop-up message for when you take Ost-in-Edhil? I absolutely will take that. Ost-in-Edhil is under attack. High Elves claiming, since the days of the War of the Elves and Sauron, the lands of Eregion and its capital city, Ost-in-Edhil, have been left abandoned. Since its spoiling, life has returned to the surrounding lands. Trees regrow and the surrounding nations prosper. The High Elven High Lord has finally decided to retake the ruins of the city to protect it against orcs and men. Its reclamation was a success, and elves once more control its lands. Smashing. Now, what we need to do is upgrade the city, and then we can upgrade. Building browser, please. The Gwaith y Myrdain, or Smith Guild, as it's called. That's disappointing that it's called that, isn't it? We can't... Oh, we're already a town. We can already get it. Right, so what do we need? We need a blacksmith. We need a hall of music. And we need a master builder's hall. Blacksmith. In the next tier, we can get that. Master builder. We've already got the master builder's hall. No worries there. And town hall. It needs a hall of music, which we also have already got. So all we need is a blacksmith, and then we can upgrade the Gwaith y Myrdain. But until the Gwaith y Myrdain is upgraded, it provides a population growth bonus. This is only to the elves of 5%. Building costs are reduced by 20% within this city, on top of the reduction from the actual builder's hall, and there's an increase in tradable goods. And the purpose of that is so that you can rebuild it quicker than you could before, so that you upgrade the town quicker. And then you can rebuild the Gwaith y Myrdain quicker as well. And indeed, we should be able to rebuild it relatively quickly, but it is very expensive. It costs 20,000 gold coins. Now, it will be reduced, though, by about 10%, is it? Where's the carpenter's hut? 18%. So it'll be down by 18%. So just shy of 20%. So about 3,600 or something like that gold coins. That's not too bad at all. And we've got to go 5 turns yet, though. But that's not too bad, is it? Getting the Gwaith y Myrdain rebuilt. Probably by around... It takes 12 turns itself, doesn't it? But I think we'll have the gold. If we start saving now, we will definitely have the gold for it, which we will absolutely do. Saving now, I mean. And then... Ah, the Gobbos did not attack me. They're going for the Dunedain. That's because they fought in Imladris before, and they were absolutely smashed. Now, when as I say save money, we'll still, if we can train a few troops here and there, we will do that. Oh, how much mines do you give me? 3,000 for 275. That's not too bad. Go on then. We have got 5 turns, and we only need to get to about 17,000. So, where's our diplomat though? Before we just end it.
Lord.
I don't really want to sell it to Lothlorien. I could sell it back to Dunland, couldn't I? I could also then sue them for peace, but I don't really want to. Cheemers. End and Wythe are coming. They're really interested in Argon there, aren't they? I'll tell you what. Oh, can you get there? You can't get there, can you, bugger? Tharbad is strategically far more important than Argon. So we'll swap these two around. You guys go back. We might be able to hold it. Ost-in-Edhil, as I say, is now ours, which means we now border Dunland in 2 places, so they should be a little more eager to fight us, for want of a better word. Círdan can go back. We've got new devastation coming. We can get Mithlon nobles and archers and Linden, yes. Train all of that. You might need it. If you don't need it, we'll take a fort from someone. Where's the nearest fort? Basildurm, you have a fort, don't you? Oh, no, this one does. Oh, no, I'm sure there's a fort around here somewhere. Is there one in the north? No. We don't have any forts. This is ridiculous. Can't attack Bree for one. I think there's one. There's one down on the coast down here, I know. But anyway, for now, I'm going to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I do hope you're enjoying the reclamation of Eregion and indeed the destruction of both Moria and Dunland as it now happens before our very eyes. But until we speak again, do be sure to check out the link in the description below. And until then... No, that doesn't work, does it? I need to rework the ending. Until we speak again, check out the link in the description below. But for now, na bhairne den pedimad melonin, and farewell.